The FBI arrests an Afghan man in Oklahoma City who allegedly planned an Election Day attack. The Norman City Council delays a decision on a homeless shelter contract, and the State Department of Education is changing the criteria for Bible bids. We'll have details coming up on the KGOU AM News Brief for Wednesday, October 9th. I'm Nick Daniels. An Afghan citizen residing in Oklahoma is in custody after the FBI foiled an alleged attempt to carry out an Election Day terrorist attack on behalf of ISIS. KGOU's Logan Layden has more on the plot.
27-year-old Nasir Ahmed Tawhedi is accused of conspiring to obtain AK-47 assault rifles and providing material assistance to ISIS for a violent attack on U.S. soil on Election Day. A news release from the U.S. Department of Justice says Tawhedi and a juvenile co-conspirator were in the process of liquidating their family's assets on Facebook. An FBI confidential human source inquired about buying a computer. That ultimately led to a meeting at a rural location to test firearms, where Tawhedi and the juvenile purchased guns, magazines, and ammunition. They were then arrested. The DOJ says seized communications and a post-arrest interview revealed an attack was planned for Election Day, targeting large gatherings of people, where Tawhedi and the juvenile expected to die as martyrs. An investigation, including the Oklahoma City FBI field office and local law enforcement, is ongoing. In Oklahoma City, I'm Logan Layden.
With no backup operator for Norman's downtown overnight shelter lined up, the Norman City Council voted to postpone their decision on whether to cancel their contract with the current operator. Our own Hannah France reports.
On Tuesday evening, the Norman City Council voted 5-3 to postpone their vote on whether to cancel their contract with nonprofit Food and Shelter, which has operated the shelter since 2022. The nonprofit announced it would be stepping away from operating the shelter last month after disagreements with the city over reported misspending identified by the city auditor and the city's new requirement for a third-party security contractor with additional security measures like metal detection. During the meeting, Ward 1 Councilmember Austin Ball said the shelter is unsafe, but Lori Swan, a Norman resident who currently stays at the shelter, said she felt safe there after having emergency surgery.
I was probably at the weakest that I've ever been. I didn't feel unsafe there.
The council is expecting to hear a proposal from a potential new shelter operator before the next meeting on Tuesday, October 22nd. I'm Hannah France.
The deadline to register to vote is quickly approaching. Oklahomans have until this Friday to register for the November election. The State Election Board says they've been seeing a high volume of requests and are encouraging Oklahomans not to wait until the last minute. Oklahomans can register to vote online at the State Election Board's website or by visiting their county election board or tag agency. The State Election Board says over 2.4 million Oklahomans are already registered to vote in the upcoming election. The State Department of Education is revising its bid proposal for the purchase of 55,000 Bibles for classrooms. State Impact's Beth Wallace reports the update comes after nationwide criticism of the original proposal, which appeared to be tailored to Bibles endorsed by Donald Trump.
The original request for proposal specified the King James Version Bibles must contain the Pledge of Allegiance, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. Monday, Walters took to social media to admonish news outlets for reporting the RFP's scope appeared to be tailored to the $60 God Bless the USA Bible endorsed by Trump.
What I do know is that the left-wing media hates Donald Trump so much, and they hate the Bible so much, they will lie and go to any means necessary to stop this initiative from happening.
The updated version allows, but does not require, the Bible and founding documents to be bound separately. It also allows OSDE to award contracts to multiple suppliers, adds pricing to the evaluation criteria, and extends the closing date by a week. For State Impact, I'm Beth Wallace.
Oklahoma City police are enforcing safety measures in Bricktown after 2 shootings over the weekend. KGOU's Spencer Plato reports on the curfew for minors.
Oklahoma City Police Chief Ron Basie says 10 additional officers will be posted in Bricktown on the weekends. Patrolling officers will enforce the 9 p.m. curfew of minors and ticket those in violation. This comes after 2 shootings took place Saturday night in Bricktown, leaving 4 people injured. Police say they found 2 guns and arrested a 14-year-old male. Chief Basie says the curfew is not only for the safety of minors, but for the safety of everyone. The shootings are still under investigation at this time. I'm Spencer Plato.
You'll find more news at our website, kgou.org, and on the KGOU PM News Brief podcast.
The candidates for November are set.
I know Donald Trump's type.
Between now and Election Day,
we are not going back.
A campaign season unfolding faster.
Kamala Harris is not getting a promotion
Than any in recent history.
Make America great again.
Follow it all with new episodes every weekday on the NPR Politics Podcast.